Hello everyone. Today I'll be showcasing a demo of our trading data scraping application focused on United SEC, US SEC, that is United States Securities and Exchange filings. This application, built using Django and Python, offers a paginated list of latest insider trading filings. So let's take a demo of this. So this is a Django application which is hosted and running on a Google Cloud instance, and anybody can access this application via its IP address. So I can, if you go to this IP address, you can see this application, or we can also wrap it up inside a custom domain, which will be coming very soon. So here you see we have a list of tables where we can see all the latest insider trading filings. That is where the latest filing are there. People are filing Form 4. So this web application is fetching data every 5 minutes from the source, that is US SEC Edgar. So this is the United States Securities and Exchange website where we can see all the latest filings. And this application, Django application, is searching only Form 4, that is insider tradings, and we and what as and this is the list of all the data. So we go here into the HTML, and the Python script will go to this HTML page, then it will go to this document, that is Form 4 document, and it will scrap the all the necessary data like the name, company name, what is the role, what all data, how many values, what all common stocks sold or bought, anything. So you can see here we have this data. If I click on Form 4, we'll go to the same URL, same Form 4. Maybe it's for different company. So that's the logic here. And if I go back to United States SEC websites, we see here every time this data is being updated, this separate date and time. Whenever a new data is updated here, we have a Python script which automatically fetches data from the latest filings, and that is stored in a database. So we can also do a search, and we have paginated list. So I can show your list. So I'm showing 100 results per page. So it will be fetching every time. So we'll have a very big database. So as of now, since last few days, I have 8,000 rows, 8,500 rows of data from latest filings. And we can also search by any column. Let's say I want to search SOP, a ticker name company. So I can just search and give a enter, and I can see the result only from SOPA. Likewise, I can search where the inside under trading filing is by a director. So if I search on director, I can see a lot of data. Yes, if I go to the last page, so if so this is all about the demo. You can see the data, you can click on any form, and it will show you the details, exact details from where this data is being scraped. And this is all running on a Google Cloud instance. So if I see here, this is my database, Postgres database. The instance name is SEC, and I have this is the IP address you see in the public, from where 35.203.40.105. So this is my IP address where the application is running, and I can give you a demo of this Django application also. So this is running on as a Python. So this is based on Django, so it's a Python application. So this is my Django application running on port 80. That's why if I go directly to the IP address, I can access the Django application because it's running on the default HTTP port, that is 80. And we have a script here which runs all the time and fetches the data from the US SEC website. So now we'll go through the code review. So this is my uh, script for fetching the data. This script fetches the data every 5 minutes from the USSC websites, and I have multiple. This is a modular function, so I have modular functions to make a connection to the database, make a query to database, and then insert the data into the table. And I have a modular function to get the latest filing. So this script will this function this function get latest filing will hit the website every 5 minutes, and if see if there is any new data here, it will fetch that data, go to the URL and fetch the data and scrap this data and store it into database. So this is done every 5 minutes for every new data. So this is the function for fetching the data. It goes to this URL and fetches by count of 40. This is the USSC default allowed list. Maximum 40 data list is being returned, and I keep on increasing the count start counter. By in first round I fetch 40. The next round I start at 40, so I get from 40 to 80. The next round I give it 80, so I get the data from 80 to 120, like this, and I fetch all the data. And the main thing, the main custom logic, which is very good achievement for me, is how to identify which is the new data. So for that, I match here. If the HTML is not equal to last HTML, means if this form is not already saved in the database, then it's a new data. So go and fetch this data. So this is the logic here. If the HTML fetched from this current list is not equal to the last HTML saved in my database, then it's a new data, and then go and fetch this. So this is the logic of this here. And this is the function to get scrap all the data from this respective form for URL, like this, all these tables. So it's all the about tables only. We go and fetch the tables and we scrap the data and store it into a database. And this is the main function where this program is running all the time while true. So the main function is always running, and there's the main function. So this main function will first fetch the latest filings from the list from here, and if we see a new data, then it will go and scrape this data and store the data into database, and then it will sleep for 5 minutes, again wake up and repeat the process. And this is my Django model view, where we can do a search on anything. So this item, if somebody is giving a search, then we'll get this value, we'll capture that search query and match it with the database. If something contains, then we'll return the result using queue. So using queue, we can search on multiple columns in Django, and if there is no search, then we get all the data from the Django, and we display. This is the pagination logic. If that we display the data, all the data in a paginated way, so that we get only 100 list per page. So that's why we're saying 100. And if I want to go to the next, I can go to the next page, second page, and I can go to the next button from here also, or I can go to the last page. Yeah, so this was all about it. This is insider trading data, data scraping from US SEC website. And this is the app Django application, and it has a lot of. In future, we are going to add a lot of more functionality and features like a login, so users can log in there and save their can they can create their own dashboards, graphs, charts. They can share the data with somebody else and log in with Google, Facebook, Twitter, or any other authenticator app, and much more. So that's it. Thank you so very much.